Refugee camps are found all over the world and are a fact of life. Camps are created to be temporary solutions, but in reality they are permanent. Mae La, established in 1984, is one such camp that remains open today. These are the thoughts of a shelter in Mae La during its meaningful existence.
When I first found myself in Mae La, there were only a handful of us with space to spare. We were built quickly with the idea that we would be around for only a temporary period. However, more and more of us were built, and I began to wonder, where are all these people coming from? I have heard my occupants speaking of a war to the west and their flight across the border. They were forced from their homes by the military regime and left everything behind. More houses like me were built to house the continuous flow of refugees. At first, there was plenty of space between us. Eventually, we started getting crowded. To make things worse, camps started to be consolidated. Originally, there were smaller camps to the north and south of the camp. For safety and security reasons, the government of Thailand consolidated these smaller camps into Mae La. Consolidation added thousands more to the camp. More and more temporary houses were popping up all around me.
The way food is distributed further adds to overpopulation. One person gets one ration per day. A couple receives 2 rations per day. After having a baby, the family receives 3 rations per day, but the ration is the same regardless of age. Family size has inflated in order to receive more food, making overcrowding even worse.
The camp grew more and more as the refugees arrived. Overpopulation is creating compounding problems for the camp. I have seen that there's a shortage of food and a lack of space to farm. Refugees currently have about 5.5 hectares of farming land, but in order to support the population, over 100 hectares are needed. Overpopulation is also creating great strain on our water supply. Many of our inhabitants do not have daily access to water. Water is available from wells and taps, but they are of very poor quality because the original infrastructure was intended for temporary use only. My inhabitants need water every day for various purposes: hygiene, washing clothes, cooking, but the taps are only available for 3 hours a day. The temporary nature of the camp has resulted in makeshift transportation and storage solutions. I see each family use the same bucket to collect, transport, and store water, food, and other resources. What is this orange glow? It's hot, really hot, and spreading quickly. Help!
The issues with Mae La, overcrowding, lack of water, food and other resources, and poorly planned infrastructure are symptoms of a greater issue. Refugee camps are intended to be temporary, but in reality they are not. In order to create working refugee camps, we must change the paradigm away from impermanence. The greatest asset to change is an idea. What is yours? Please turn around. Behind you materials are provided. Sketch your idea, and when you have finished, please place it within the envelope.